Tuesday, fellow budgeters. My name is Brandy and you're watching From Debt to Dreams. Normally I start this video on Mondays, but yesterday was really crazy with work and stuff, so I wasn't able to film, so I've got a lot to catch you up on. But anyway, my name is Brandy. You're watching From Debt to Dreams. On this channel, we are paying over $400,000 of debt. Don't you fret, over half of that is our mortgage. So the number isn't quite as scary as it seems, although it is still kind of scary, even when you take the mortgage out of it. So we're trying to work our way through it. If you didn't catch my, oh gosh, what videos come before this one? If you did not catch my expense tracking video from last week, or my debt progress video from yesterday, because you'll see this on Friday. The debt progress video comes out on Thursday. You will know that we had or if you did watch them, you'll know that we have a snag in our debt plan. So that's all right. We're just going to keep moving forward because that's what it is. It just stinks because I really feel like we get like 2 steps ahead and then we always have to take a step back. And it's like, there's days where I'm like, are we ever going to get out of debt? But we are. All right. So, and it doesn't help that, we spent a little bit of money over the weekend that we probably didn't need to spend, but whatevs. Okay. Let's go over what we have going on in here. So I've moved over the rest of the earned income that we need for this pay period. And I hope that's going to be enough because we are kind of tight right now. It is going to be enough. I have more money sitting in the income account, but I don't want to move any more over if I don't have to. So let's look over here. All right. So my husband took the boys to Circle K. We had like a little family fun night on Friday night, and on the way home my husband stopped at a Circle K around here, and they have these like cronuts, and they're so good. But he got one for himself and for one of my sons. The other son didn't want one. This right here is one of my prescriptions, and this came out, or I started this so I got that on Thursday, and I pulled money out for my health envelope on Friday. So, and it wouldn't have been enough in my health envelope anyway. I only have $12 in my health envelope right now. So just like the car care envelope, I'm just kind of trying to make that, build it up a little bit. I went to my book club on Thursday night, and I bought our May book. We're going to be reading The Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry, and Emily Henry is one of my very favorite authors. Right here is the cash I took out for my cash envelopes, and we don't count those. I moved over that $60 that I budgeted for into my emergency fund. Here's from our family fun night. We went to Barnes and Noble, and we got, each boy got a book. Groceries from Aldi. We went over a little bit. I didn't know my husband was going to go to Aldi, but that's all right. There was a new Christian bookstore that opened up over the weekend, and so my husband and I went there and bought a couple of things. I didn't realize that was I didn't realize we spent $38. I thought it was gonna be a little less, but it's all right. Costco was gas. Filled up the car. Actually, I filled up the van. So there's that. On Sunday, our church has a coffee cafe open, and so I needed a coffee. So that's what that is. So I'm gonna put that under the tithes. 2nd Street parking. That was my parking I have to pay for my book club. Okay, and then here's where we went a little overboard over the weekend on top of the Barnes and Noble stuff and the Christian bookstore. My husband grabbed some lunch after we were done with the Christian bookstore, and then we took the kids to Chick-fil-A. So that's where we went a little bit overboard. But then here are our last debt payments for April. Unfortunately, they're going to be put into the May expense tracking because that's just how paychecks rolled around. But I did talk about these in my debt payment video. Anyway, I know, it's crazy. So then let's go over to the cash spending. All right, these are groceries. Where's my grocery? There it is. All right, we had Costco for $138, Walmart for $125, and then my husband took himself to Lowe's just to price out a couple of things. Where is my... And then he ended up grabbing a paint kit with some paint rollers and stuff because we want to paint the downstairs bathroom. So there's that. Here's our leftover cash. Let's get all this change in here. Okay, and then I've got $12 left. I am going to put this into the bank account, into the savings account, just because I'm a little worried we're just going to get a little low, and I don't want to pull any more money out of the income account if I don't have to. So $10 is a little bit, but it'll make a little bit of a difference. And then these $2 are going to go in my $2 savings book. So let's write that down. Okay. Great. Oops. That means we're only going to need $18 now. And there's some weeks where we fill this in with a lot of dollars, and some weeks we fill this in with $0. And so we just need 18 left, and I'm not going to cheat. There's a tiny part of me that's like, I can put $18 into the budget and just fill this up, but I'm not going to cheat. These are rollover monies. So that's that for today. I'm going to put this back in here because I need to remind myself to take that to the bank. And that's it. So let me know down in the comments what you did over the weekend. Like I said, we just did a little bit of shopping, things we probably didn't need to go shopping for, but you know, you got to live a little as well. But we also need to let the money stop coming out of our account, and we need to let it keep coming in. So anyway, I hope that you have a really great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Hello, fellow budgeters. It's Friday. Man, I have only filmed 2 times this week, and according to my my expense tracking, but like not a lot has really happened this week because we're trying really hard to not spend. Work has been crazy. I have been learning a bunch of new tasks, so I've been a little busy about that. My son Joshua got sick on Wednesday. He threw up overnight, so he didn't go to school on Wednesday, and then things just have been busy. So here I am. All right, let's see. When we went grocery shopping last weekend, I will buy things at Costco, and then my mom will pay me back for some of those things, and so she paid me back here for some of that. Let's see. We filled up one of the cars. Where's my marker? We filled up one of the cars. Okay, I was making spaghetti one night and I realized we didn't have any Parmesan cheese, so I asked my husband to go get that, and then he bought a couple of other things. Our Spotify monthly payment came out. This is a giving pledge to our local Christian radio station, so I count that as a tithe. This I'm not counting. This is $10 we moved over from our cash, from leftover groceries, put it back in the checking account. Here is my husband buying some prescriptions from the Walmart pharmacy. This is I went to lunch with a friend on Wednesday, and she bought my lunch, but then I bought Jason his lunch, and brought it home for him. Here is our monthly Nintendo subscription that comes out. It's for my kids, and they do some chores to kind of earn that every month. And then I budgeted $350 for the city card, but the minimum payment was only like $422 or something. So I paid $430 on the city card, and then put the extra $20 from the $450 that was budgeted to Capital One, which is the credit card that I put the tires on. So that's like Capital One, and like saving up money for the next car repair are kind of like our focus debts right now. So it was kind of nice to put a little money on there. But anyway, this weekend we actually have like zero plans. I think we're gonna go get our Rogue inspected. So pray with us that the Rogue is gonna pass inspection. I'm sure it will. And so we'll get that done, and then we'll do our normal grocery shopping and chores and stuff this weekend. But other than that, we don't have anything majorly big planned, which is wonderful, because maybe we'll just get to hang out at home, and we'll get to read and watch some movies and just enjoy each other. So anyway, my friend, comment down below and let me know what you're doing this weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday with a debt binder video. All right, my friends, have a good weekend. Bye.